Okay, vacation is over and there is some work to do. So, let's make something. I have here a trailer that needs some work. There is some welding to do and some angle grinding and some fixing brake systems. And that's why I jacked the whole thing up, because I have to lay down here on my back underneath. As you can see, for the moment the thing is held up on a pile of 3 parts and some kind of old car jack. And because I have to lay down below here, I don't really trust this system. Now, I did some stupid things in my life, but I'm not that stupid. So today's project will be a little bit of fabrication. I'm gonna make a stand that will be fixed, held under this rim here, that's nice and solid. I have a nice piece of pipe, a little bit too long, but that's not a problem. I have a smaller pipe that can go in here, so I can adjust the height, and some scrap things that I can use to make the feet. Because I don't have any beautiful brand new materials, I'm doing a little bit of recycling here. Now these things, they used to be 2 ramps to put my tractor on a trailer. But the last 10 years I think I used it 0 times. So let's make something else out of it. Every time I use this machine, I think to myself, it was a good idea to invest in this. Now, it's a small and very cheap little thing, but for what I do here, it works perfectly fine. With a tiny bit of imagination, I'm sure you'll start to see a little bit the idea. Now, 3 feet, because this thing is gonna be in the gravel, I'm gonna put some feet below it. So here I will weld this on. I think it will be more stable. Of course, this pipe will be up. Now, there is a little bit a problem, but of course, I think I have a solution. This pipe comes in here with holes and a pin, so I can change height. But it is a very, very loose fit. My idea is to make some kind of slug that fits in here, that I can weld, and then of course the outer diameter of this part will fit in here for the bottom. And for the top part, I think I'm gonna make a ring in here. And to make the whole thing a little bit stronger, I will cut out a V in this little piece here and turn it down and then weld it here in place. I think that's gonna work. That will fit. Good. This one will work just fine. Of course I have to finish it when it's welded. As for the other one, I'm gonna use what's left over of a pin of some kind of machine. You see there's a grease nipple in here. And the center is bored, but whatever. Here of course same, this has to fit in here and then will be welded, and after I will turn down this diameter to fit in the bigger pipe. Good. Ow, that's hot. Some time ago I made this welding rotator, and I don't use it much because I don't use it much, but I think this time this will be the ideal machine to weld my pieces in. And because of course my part will be held between two centers, and this is a pipe. Luckily I have made this one already, so I can use the center in here normally. And I see also that this is the maximum capacity. I can put longer, maybe 10-15 millimeter longer. That's it. Yeah, that's hot. Ah. That will do. Right, now I have to turn down this diameter to make it the same than this diameter. Otherwise, after, when I make the ring in this pipe, of course, it can go through. Which means that when the whole thing is assembled, that this part, this will be the top, has to go in from the underside, because here on this side there will be the other ring, of course. So first let's That's good. To adjust the height, I would like to drill some holes, and I found a little pin here in my scrap that used to be 10 millimeter, but I suppose I needed it a little bit smaller, so now it's 9.5. This will be perfect. I will drill 10 millimeter holes in here, 3 or 4, we'll see. So over to the drill mill thing here. I'm moving this clamp a little bit more backwards because I installed an end mill here, and my first idea was to make a V groove in the top part here, but why not have a round? That could work. So I will drill in every time, moving a half a millimeter or 1 millimeter until I have a U shape. But of course my clamp is a little bit in the way, so move it. Okay, this side is now finished, and I think it's time to weld in this other piece. The thing is cooled down and I gave it a little touch of wire brush. What's nice about this welding rotator, the result looks a little bit as if you're a real welder. But of course I am not. Right, let's put this thing in here, turn it down, and of course this diameter has to fit inside this pipe here. That's gonna be good. Right. This part is now officially finished. My first idea was to make a ring inside here and then of course fit it in, and then the inside diameter same as this one. So this pipe, of course now it's upside down, should fit nicely in here. But I think it's complicated. I think it will be much easier if I use this exactly as I meant to, and of course use the pin. If I make a little cutout in the center, this side and of course this side, both sides, it can't wobble in that direction anymore. Just a little bit in this direction. I think it will be good enough. Plus, my milling machine is still set up with the same end mill to make this U-shape cutout, so I will make the same one in this pipe. Good. I think my pin idea will work just fine. So no problem. And what's nice about this system now is that of course I can take this part out from the top because there's no ring in here. And that also means that I don't have to make some weird cutouts in these parts to go around this pipe to be able to weld. All I have to do is weld these three pieces together and then put my pipe on top, and of course install also the three reinforcements. in my opinion, when you make something like this or something else, of course you clean it all up and give it a nice coat of paint. But because this thing is for myself and I will use it maybe once, you know, paint, which means I'm gonna leave it as is. But does it work? Let's find out. This thing isn't going anywhere without permission, so I would call it success.